She thought she should be able to.
Katie, are you with us?
Hello. Hello.
Speaking to that little box
No,
and it's
she's
not listening.
She should know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now she should be able to hear us.
Katie, can you hear us? Katie, are you there? Can you hear me now?
You're giving it a good smile right out in front of you.
That's all I know.
Does it say she's connected?
I don't know if I can tell if she's.
Can you tell?
connected. She's got an invite to it in her email.
Let me see if I can connect with her real quick before we start.
Maybe she didn't think about the time.
So, yeah,
Was she the one in Seattle? I didn't know.
so it's working.
It's,
So maybe she's not thinking that it's the right time.
Good to have you back, BG, by the way.
Yeah.
thank you. It's good to be here, believe me.
So you do arm wrestling still, or?
Oh, yeah. It moves.
Hey, that's a good start.
That's, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order and Katie will come hopefully soon. So call this meeting to order. I'm gonna start by taking roll from my left.
B.G. Zimmerman.
Ellen Johnston.
Rob Delmas.
Elida Snow.
Ron Goodman.
Sam Roslin.
Okay, except for now I don't have the meeting.
Nobody wants to
So
sit
she's
like
on the
saying.
look.
Oh, there you are. Okay, hi. Okay, can you hear us okay? Perfect. Okay, we just took roll then, and at this time, I invite any member of the audience to make a comment on any non-agenda items. Okay, moving on to reports then. We will start with buildings and grounds.
We don't have anything new. We haven't had a meeting, but just a lot of summer work coming up. That's about it.
Okay, good to hear. Policy? Not
No.
yet. Technology, Katie? Okay, and I know there was a wellness and safety meeting.
We did. We had one last week. And there were lots of things to talk about. We reviewed our wellness policy and we had some discussion about young kids and high schoolers bringing high sugar and high caffeine drinks. And we thought maybe we might need to address that in our policy so that we can get that notice to parents. That's not acceptable. Have it in your lunch sugar brand. So, and Ron was working on the climate survey. So I think he added that question.
I'm gonna add that question and send it out.
Okay.
I'd be curious to see what parents think. I mean, I'm assuming there's a minority of people who want their kid to be able to drink a Monster drink or something like that, and you would be vehement about it, but I mean, it's just a good idea to get that information.
I counted one morning in our front hallway. I counted 76 come through the door. Copper Mountain was big.
Moonshine?
76?
76,
I bet you missed
I
about.
probably, yeah. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
It's unbelievable, yeah,
It's scary.
That's a lot of money.
Yep.
So this moonshine, is that, I'm assuming that's a sugary drink as well?
That's the energy drink from Copper Mountain.
And they're
So-
$5 a piece.
Are you seriously?
So what happens if we say we don't want it and they have to start going off of it?
It'd be awesome.
That's, well,
Well put.
initially when they get off, but I wonder, yeah,
I mean, you're not gonna fix the problem just not allowing it in school because they're gonna do it when they go home. I
right.
just think of what I know that stuff does to your body. It's gonna make them more successful in school.
Oh, I would think so.
Concentrate better, you can function better. It'd be good.
I mean, kids have been 4 of those a day.
Yeah, they will.
That's crazy.
That's $20.
Just pour energy drinks or just, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely it's a problem.
Sounds like it's something we do need to address.
Well, I would also think that from a work perspective, last thing you want somebody showing up and thinking they have to drink one of those while they're working.
What do we have in our vending machines?
Right now, there's no energy drinks in them. At one time there was. One time we had them in our concession stands. They're no longer in there.
Good.
They've cleaned them up pretty good. Yeah,
Just-
last year they showed up in our concession stands, but we stopped that.
So just mainly soda and Gatorade in the,
They're kind of like
in the concession.
orange juices.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd have to look, Sam, to answer that correctly.
There's some regular sodas and diet soda.
Yeah.
Which is served during games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, anything else
Oh,
then?
well, yes.
Okay.
She had the whole page.
Okay.
Okay. New fire alarms at the elementary school. That's underway, $270K, which is a lot less than Johnson Control.
Take that.
Whoa, well said.
And
About
it will
600,000.
include a PA system.
Mhm.
It's
Oh.
inconsistent like that. So that's gonna be, should be starting, at least measuring and that sort of thing. We looked at the AED planning. We do have a maintenance plan monitored regularly. And we talked about training videos, the insurance company has them. And we talked about the location. They're mostly in the gyms.
They're all the,
We talked about
sites.
having.
I have maps where they're all located. And the, emergency services has the maps too. I imagine they know how to get to them, but if they don't. That had to be done last year, from HSA, so I have all that information.
There were questions about the traveling ones.
We have 2
Yeah,
portable
so
ones now.
One
What
has
would
to-
you got through LOR?
Yeah, one has to travel to the soccer. I think there's a permanent one.
No, there's not a permanent one at the soccer field. There's not a permanent one at the softball field. There's not a permanent one at the golf course. So that's kind of the
Yeah.
purpose for those. When we hold cross-country events, we need to have one there.
Who's in charge of those traveling ones? Like who
Right now,
takes them?
Scott Warden, our athletic
Oh,
trainers.
okay.
Yep,
How many of those do we have?
2.
No, I'm AEDs total.
That's a good question.
Well, at least one in every building. And
We have 3, I think, in high school. 3 or 4.
5,
few of them.
6,
I didn't even know where they were.
probably 8, counting the portable ones. I think there's 2 at the elementary, 2 at the middle high school. There's one, I mean, each gym has one, and then another in the buildings, plumber.
Concession stand and football field has one.
There's-
Wow, okay.
And we
So we get your heart pumping if something happens.
talked about the Narcan and EpiPens. The Narcans, they expire this summer, July. So we need to check the EpiPens and all the buildings. Then we talked about safety, student safety online. Students that disabled with Go Guardian will lose their access to technology.
We have kids that know how to do that?
Yes,
You'd be amazed.
they do it before, so you have been able to do it.
So energy drinks.
Yes.
So anyway, that was pretty good.
Sounds like a good meeting. Calendar was officially published, so we can start thinking about next year's. Transportation, anything new on transportation? That you are aware of?
No, other than the fact that the roads are not slippery anymore. I'm happy.
Just potholy.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, anything new on insurance, Miss BG?
Yeah, but we haven't looked it over yet.
Okay,
We just got it last Friday. So
okay.
we'll look it over for
So for next month or next week's?
next week.
Next week's meeting.
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so we'll have more
Thank you.
updated information. Okay, moving on to resignation, retirement, reduction of force, and non-renewal. Looks like we just have one for 5th and 6th grade football.
Mark sent one out. Were we able to get that one in or no?
It was too late.
Yeah, I think it's on next week's.
Okay.
I think there was 2 for football the same day.
What was it, Mike and Stephanie?
No, for football, it was Courteau.
Oh, yeah.
And,
So that one we have on the list for
and
today.
Bobby was the exact same day.
Yeah, it was Spears.
Yep, last week.
Yeah, they just came in late. As soon as I got on the 7th, it was too late for that.
So we'll take this one today and then we'll do the other 2 tomorrow or next week.
Next week.
Yeah. So I need a motion, please.
I make a motion that we accept the resignation of Justin Courteau as 5th and 6th grade football coach.
Second.
I have a motion by Rob and a second by Sam to accept the resignation of Justin Courteau, 5th and 6th grade football. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed.
Did Darby get on the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there do we have a reason why we're losing those football coaches, Nick?
Their kids are going to 7th grade.
Makes
Their
sense.
dads that
Yeah.
volunteered to make the program work.
Migratory coaching.
Okay, so then moving on to consideration of staff contracts or transfers. Looks like we have one for summer maintenance.
I move we accept the contract for Darren Smith for summer maintenance, temporary summer maintenance.
Second.
I have a motion by BG and a second by Ellen to accept the staff contract of temporary summer maintenance for Darwin Smith. Any questions or comments?
A super lawnmower guy. He's really good.
Good. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. Okay, moving on to the consideration or review of the agenda for Monday. The only thing that I saw that needed updated was the setting of the monthly minutes should be May 5th at 4:30 and May 12th at 6:30. And then the adding of the
May 5th and May 6th.
May 5th and May 12th. Did I say
12th.
6th? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, we don't, okay.
Looks like we have a couple more resignations and some sad retirements.
Darby's leaving, huh?
Coaching, she's leaving teaching too?
Or just
No, just
Coaching.
coaching, yeah. Okay,
Mary's been with us for years.
I know, I'm
Yes.
sad to see her go.
I am real sad
Yeah.
to see her go.
It's time now. I guess her husband retired last year, so
Mhm.
I figured it was coming. Okay, any other changes or thoughts on that?
We have just the additions, like you said, of the
Yeah.
coaches.
Okay, then moving on, we need to adjourn, please.
I so move.
Second.
I have a motion to adjourn by BG and a second by Ellen. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed.
You just stop recording and then.
That won't kick Katie off, will it? Okay.
I'm just gonna stop.